EarthSpark may have executed the coolest introduction to Transformers zombies I have yet seen. I love robot zombies, I love regular zombies, I love the undead and supernatural. It's a big reason why Transformers Prime appeals to me so much. Even if I get bored or tired watching something, I'll snap the full attention if a zombie appears on the screen. As a kid, the Energon Vampire episode was my favorite from G1. A scene I enjoy from the War for Cybertron trilogy was the zombies of the Sea of Rust. Their overall silence and the creakiness of their joints was quite creepy. I still love the vampire zombies of Transformers Prime and how the faces of the Vehicons and Breakdown break open. But EarthSpark really surprised me with the unexpected introduction of zombies in the finale. Zombies whose existence is not explained and left as a mystery.
A signal boost! Perfect! Robbie! Mo! If you can hear this secure transmission, make your way to the south side of Praxis ASAP. As soon as pronto. Friends, family, and big prizes await you! Just come on down! Now when you get here, let everyone know it was because of my plan. Because some people think I don't have good plans. Okay, everyone, I put a call out over the secure comms. They should be here in no time. You know, Oki was right to praise my leadership. I hate to interrupt the glacial uploading of your little scanner, but if you need me, I'll be outside triumphantly greeting Robbie and... You're not Mo!
A horde of sparkless! We must retreat!
You know what that reminded me of? That clip in World War Z where they were too loud and has summoned so many zombies that they crested the wall. Now let's get into what makes these Transformers zombies so intriguing. So after this clip, there is a skirmish and the zombies seem to be after energy, specifically Energon. Megatron calls the zombie horde the Sparkless, and Bumblebee says,
"Something's wrong! They've never attacked anyone before! What could be causing this?"
And that's all the information we're provided. After they shut out the zombies, we don't see them again until the bad guy summons them at the end. Even when the characters leave the building, we don't see how they sneak past the zombies. I guess that's weird how the characters didn't crash into the zombies just out and about. But now, this is where I started overthinking. The Cybertronians already had a name for these zombies, and it doesn't sound like just a word for dead Cybertronians. Because if regular dead bodies were called the Sparkless, then Bumblebee and Megatron would have been really surprised to see the living dead, commenting, "Holy Primus, the dead have risen." If Bumblebee's genuine reaction is, "Wow, the zombies never attacked anyone before," then that implies that these zombies shuffling around are just normal. Cybertron's passive mobs. But what causes zombies? It doesn't seem like every bot who falls over dead becomes one. We saw a Cybertronian die in Season 1, Brawl. At least he seems dead and never reappears alive. And if it were normal for the dead to rise like that, I think more would be Mercy hacking their friends after death or whatever it takes to kill the Sparkless. No one was worried about Megatron rising after his temporary death, but hey, that could just be because of the gaping hole in his chest. In Transformers Prime, a dead body needed a spark chamber in their chest to be able to rise. The spark chamber holds their soul, and if the soul is absent, the evil energy of Unicron can take its place and raise the body for destructive purposes. Is something similar happening in EarthSpark? Is something inside powering the bodies? Unicron does not appear in EarthSpark, and Liege Maximo couldn't have created the zombies if they're a pre-existing thing. However, I do believe Liege Maximo now influences the zombies. The zombies are also searching for energy, just like the living bots of the planet. Liege Maximo is draining Energon from Cybertron to bring everyone under his control. The zombies go for obvious sources, rejecting a creature probably filled with Energon for a patch of Energon. Draining energy from a weapon. I think they were most attracted to Bumblebee's racing Energon boost, but are they now attacking bots for their energy? If Thrash hadn't attracted them, Would the zombies have attacked them if the characters had crossed their paths? I believe yes. I believe Liege Maximo has turned them all hostile by controlling the EarthSpark. He might not have total control over them, otherwise they would probably be by his side, I imagine. But just by the EarthSpark being poisoned, that could somehow be turning them hostile. Maybe the zombies are still linked to the planet somehow just by being Cybertronian themselves. Now, Liege Maximo was able to attract the zombies with the Star Saber, but perhaps only because it has so much energy? No, wait, the other relics might have done the same. I don't know why the sword has the power to attract them. Back to the point, I don't know how driven the zombies are by energy, really. It's not too clear if the zombies were trying to eat the living. If they were, they weren't doing a very good job. Yet it wouldn't make much sense why the zombies tossed away an animal. That makes me think the zombies weren't trying to eat them. Maybe they don't recognize that Cybertronians have energy inside them. Maybe they just go for the obvious sources. I believe the zombies attacking boss was purely a hostile response instead of the zombies starving. These zombies are super weak though. No one has to try that hard to keep them down in the end. You can just push them over and they power off. What does intrigue me is we see plenty of zombies simply lying dormant before Thrash's signal disturbed them. Most zombies weren't shuffling around. Is that normal? Or were they weakened from energy deprivation? See, logically, any body needs energy to move. Most zombies in media just have endless energy, not truly needing to eat or poop. We skip that detail of realism among many others. What drives the Sparkless and EarthSpark is a complete mystery. Whether they need energon or just consume it from mindless habit, I don't know. What causes their bodies to rise again after their sparks have left? Is it an infection? Technology? Something supernatural completely unnamed in EarthSpark? Is anything like Unicron involved? Why are zombies normal? White eyes in EarthSpark have traditionally been used to show bots suffering from mind control, but you could also say it represents their mindlessness. These zombies are clearly old, their outer armor gone, and their metal overgrown with plant or techno-organic life. But they could have been created during or before the war. My guess is something happened during the war that caused some bodies to rise like this. I believe these corpses are all Autobots. Thrash was using a private Autobot-only channel. It wasn't him on a loudspeaker. The building they are in is an Autobot secret base, so you can assume this was an Autobot zone. But it's eerily empty. Mirage and Hot Rod are the only living Autobots we see on Cybertron. Did something happen in Praxis that turned all the resident Autobots into Sparkless? Or is the entire planet crawling with zombies? How did so many become zombies if it doesn't seem to be anything contagious? After all, there was no concern of anyone else turning into zombies after the fights with them. I'm sorry to say, I don't have the answers, just the questions. I hope this has gotten you thinking too. I can only guess something messed up happened in Praxis. I also want to know why the zombies would even have drool. Do bots normally have drool?